with your CIGTV News update for this Friday. I'm Donna Bush. We begin with news on the Cayman Islands economy. The latest economic reports show continued growth. And this week we spoke with Minister of Finance, the Honourable Roy McTaggart, who shares with us what the results in the reports are telling him.
That growth has been in place now for a number of years, but we are still seeing continued growth in all aspects and across all measures of the economy that the Economics and Statistics Office tracks. So what it says to me is that Cayman is moving in the right direction. People are finding employment because the unemployment rate continues to decline, that there are opportunities and jobs available in the marketplace for people, and investors continue to put money into the economy and to take their projects to fruition. What this says to me is that the real GDP growth is fairly robust, and that this should be affecting everyone in the economy. Everyone should be benefiting from the economic growth that we are experiencing in Cayman. The other aspect of the report is that with regard to inflation, which at the end of September stood at 3.7%. Now, the thing to mention about that is down significantly from the 4.8% that existed at the halfway point, that is by the end of the second quarter of 2018. And while I don't have the final figures, all indications are that the inflation rate will be substantially down on that figure of 3.7% at the end of September. So we think that, in terms of inflation, that it is returning to the more normal levels that we have seen in recent years. And there's no overall real need for concern in the community with regard to out-of-control rises in prices. That just does not seem to be bearing fruit.
Now, for a look at the latest economic reports, you can go online to eso.ky. Again, that's eso.ky. Also making our headlines this Friday, the Mosquito Research and Control Unit, or MRCU, has added a new element to an old program that involves the public.
We go door to door at residences. We're looking for containers that are producing mosquitoes, and so we're doing a lot of tipping and tossing of those containers. If it's a large container, we'll treat it with an insecticide. We want to stop the production of the yellow fever mosquito, Aedes aegypti. What's new is we've incorporated some new technology. So our DPOs, our disease prevention officers, will be carrying tablets, and what the public may see are our DPOs reading the barcodes on electric meters with the tablets. It's being used throughout the Caribbean region as part of an initiative from CARFA and the CDC. We're there to help and to actually serve you, and so these inspections are really directed at a mosquito that is an important disease vector. Anything the public can do to help us in terms of tipping over their own containers or flushing their containers would help us and their neighbors.
And to learn more about how the public can assist with keeping their properties mosquito-free, you can go online to mrcu.ky. Again, that's mrcu.ky. Finally, staff of the newly formed Workforce Opportunities Residency Cayman, or WORK department, was busy learning how to continue improving the way they serve their customers recently. WORK Director Sharon Rolston says the staff shared their vision of WORK being a customer service-centric organization, and they're currently building processes with external and internal customers. Now, the customer service training was one step in getting to achieve that customer service culture. The training was first piloted back in late 2018 with a group of about 20 staff from various levels of management, and was so well received that in early January it was rolled out to some 72 other staff members. Now, participants took part in role play activities where they learned how to address any future customer service situations with confidence. WORK will provide continued training over the next few months, focusing on topics such as compliance, business etiquette, and communications. And that ends today's CIGTV News Update. If you missed it, you can go to the Cayman Islands Government Facebook page as well as the CIG Television YouTube channel. I'm Donna Bush, thanking you for joining me this week, wishing you a safe and wonderful weekend, and inviting you back here again on Monday. Until then, bye-bye for now. Did you know that planning permission is required for a shed? Did you know you should check with the department as a planning and permit application may be required?
Boating, fishing, and water sports in the Cayman Islands are great, but keep a cool head. Here are 7 tips for fun and safe sea outings. Number 1. Use a checklist to plan your outing. Check the weather forecast, make a float plan, and share it with someone who is remaining on land, stating where you're going, with whom, and when you're expected to return. Visit your nearest marine supply store to get your safety gear. This includes signaling mirrors, whistles, and a flare kit. It's also very important to have onboard flotation devices and life vests for each person. There are different types of vests. Some are for water sport activities such as snorkeling, and others are for going on offshore boating or on fishing trips. Number 2. These items can be lifesavers in case of an accident or bad weather. Number 3. Use a motor kill switch, especially if you're boating alone. In case of a leak or breakdown, always stay with the boat until help arrives. If you capsize, an emergency beacon or locator device can send a distress signal to inform the authorities of your location. Larger flares will indicate distress to a boat, airplane, or search and rescue officials. Number 4. In addition to sunscreen, food, and beverages, it would be smart to have a cell phone. Make sure your marine radio works. Cayman boaters use Channel 16 to communicate. Number 5. Also, don't forget your anchor and sufficient rope. Number 6. Boat operators should be familiar with the local waters and reefs, as well as the capabilities and functions of the vessels they are using. Always obey the rules of the sea and the marine environment, and have courtesy for others. Number 7. Alcohol and salt water do not mix, especially if you're the captain. Some useful contact numbers are 911. The RCIPS Marine Base is 649-7710, and the Port Authority is 949-2055. Smooth sailing, all!
The Esterly-Tibbetts Highway 3-lane roundabout is ready for drivers. It's time to make sure you know how to use it. First, know which exit you need to take. Pay attention to lane arrows and signs. Make sure you use your signal to change lanes or exit the roundabout. To turn left, you always approach in the left-hand lane and indicate left. To drive straight ahead, you need to be looking out for signs and road markings indicating which lane to use. Get in one of the lanes marked with a straight-through arrow. If turning right, you must use the right-hand lane and indicate accordingly. To use the roundabout safely, remember these 3 tips. Know your exit, pick your lane, and signal to make your turn.
Did you know your mailing address details on your land register must be up to date in order to receive notices on new development which may impact you? Visit Lands and Survey Department to check your mailing address is correct. Did you know that walls, fences located along the road require planning permission no matter the height? You should check with the department as a planning and permit application may be required. Did you know that fences and walls within the high water setback require planning permission no matter the height? You should check with the department as a planning and permit application may be required.